Jai Hind students. Now in the third module we will discuss that when companies started fighting back. Unnerved by the scale of the upheaval, the company decided to repress the revolt with all its might. It brought reinforcement from England, passed new laws so that the rebel could be convicted with ease, and then moved into the storm centers of the revolt. Delhi was recaptured from the rebel forces in September 1857. The last Mughal emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar was tried in the court and sentenced to life imprisonment. He and his wife Begum Zinat Mahal were sent to prison in Rangoon in October 1858. Bahadur Shah Zafar died in the Rangoon jail in the November 1862. The recapture of Delhi, however, did not mean that the rebellion died down after that. People continued to resist and battle the British. The British had to fight for 2 years to suppress the massive forces of popular rebellion. Lucknow was taken in March 1858. Rani Lakshmibai was defeated and killed in June 1858. A smaller fate awaited Rani Avantibai, who after initial victory in Kheri chose to embrace death when surrounded by the British on all sides. Tatia Tope escaped to the jungles of central India and continued to fight a guerrilla war with the support of many tribal and peasant leaders. He was captured, tried and killed in April 1859. Just as victories against the British had earlier encouraged rebellion, the defeat of rebel forces encouraged desertions. The British also tried their best to win back the loyalty of the people. They announced rewards for loyal landholders who would be allowed to continue to enjoy traditional right over their lands. Those who had rebelled were told that if they submitted to the British and had not killed any white people, they would remain safe and their rights and claims to land would not be denied. Nevertheless, hundreds of sepoys, rebels, nawabs and rajas were tried and hanged. After that, when British had regained controls in the country by the end of 1859, the land was the same policies and many more. Given below are the important changes that introduced by the British. The British Parliament passed a new act in 1858 and transferred the power of the East India Company to the British Crown in order to ensure a more responsible management of Indian affairs. A member of the British Cabinet was appointed Secretary of State for India and made responsible for all matters related to the governance of India. He was given a council to advise him called the Indian Council. The Governor General of India was given the title of Viceroy, that is, a personal representative of the Crown. All ruling chiefs of the country were assured that their territory would never be annexed in future. They were allowed to pass on their kingdom to their heirs, including adopted sons. They were made to acknowledge the British Queen as their sovereign paramount. It was also decided that the proportion of Indian soldiers in the army would be reduced and the number of European soldiers would be increased. The land and property of Muslims was confiscated on a large scale and they were treated with suspicion and hostility. The British decided to respect the customary religious and social practices of the people. Policies were made to protect landlords and zamindars and give them security of rights over their lands. Thus, a new phase of history began after 1857. Now we will discuss about China, a Taiping rebellion. While the revolt was spreading in India in 1857, a massive popular uprising was raging in the southern part of China. It had started in 1850 and could be suppressed only by the mid 1860s. Thousands of laboring poor people were led by Hong Xuankong to fight for the establishment of heavenly kingdom of great peace. This was known as the Taiping Rebellion. Hong Xuankong was a convert to Christianity and was against the traditional religious practice in China, such as Confucianism and Buddhism. The rebel of Taiping wanted to establish a kingdom where a form of Christianity was practiced, where no one held any private property, where there was no difference between social classes and between men and women, where consumption of opium, tobacco, alcohol, and the activities like gambling, prostitution, slavery were prohibited. The British and French armed forces operating in China, helping the emperor of the Qing dynasty to put down the Taiping rebellion. This much we have discussed today. Now, if you have any query, please get back to me. Till then, happy learning. Jai Hind.